Watch the camera, Joe. Hello. Testing, 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 testing. How are you today, Kathy? Striper? I have a song for you guys that I was doing last night. I was just screwing around the guitar, and I said, this will be for everyone here, and I'll sing it in just a minute. A few more people come up. Yadi's here. Good morning. I can hear you very well. Thank you. Well, everybody should be here soon. So, man, it is hot already. Believe it or not, I was out this morning and finished my yard work around my pool, pulling weeds and stuff before 8:30. I'm an early riser. I was up at about 7 a.m. actually. Went to bed at 1. There's Elizabeth. Woo! What a treat. Elizabeth's here too. Yadi, how's your son doing? Whitney's here. Whoa! I will stream outside sometime. I gotta take my big unit out there because my laptop is for poop. I was thinking about getting a Mac laptop, but the one I want is like, a couple thousand. Forget it. Just a couple of $1,000, that's all. Just, pocket change for Elvis. It's probably still in his pocket, Hell. Get your clothes, Kathy goes, you're coming with me. We got Whitney, we got Elizabeth. We've got... You know what I think I forgot to do? Did I put a new picture in the... Yes, I did. I put Bo in there. I don't see Claire yet. All right, but you can pass it along. Here's a song for you guys that I was doing just so I can get back to regular business, which I'm not sure what that is, really. I can wait. Yes, you're right, Daniel. I have to stream outside. It is so hot. And then I have to be under the overhang, and I have to make sure I can see the screen. I mean, the screen is huge, but I don't want it to become, what is that? Unviewable? Like it's a whiteout or something? Another seizure. Oh, my goodness. Poor thing. Are they going to change his medication? Or can they? How many of you guys, I'll just sing this song. How many of you guys remember this song? I'm going to do it for you, and I'm thinking of all you guys and my feelings for you, right? Do you remember when we met? It was the day I knew you were were my pet. I want to tell you how much I love you. Come with me, my love, to the sea of love. Baby, I want to tell you, oh yes, how much I love you. Come with me to the sea, my love. Do you remember when we met? Ooh, it was the day I knew you were my pets, babies. I want to tell you how much I love you. Come with me, my loves, to the sea of love. Baby, I want to tell you how much I love you. Come with me to the sea, my loves. Do you remember when we met? Oh, it was the day I knew you were my pets. I want to tell you how much I love you. Yes, I do. I'm going to tell you how much I love you. I kind of ended myself. But that song I hadn't even found, I wasn't even looking for, stumbled on it. That is an old song. Anybody ever hear it? I mean, that's a weird rendition, but if you heard it, let me know. If not, that's all right. That's all right. I just, because I love y'all. I love y'all so much. And there's Claire. Hey, yes, don't forget Friday night. I have wine and the sun is shining. Need a second opinion. All right, you should get him over there. You ended up watching what entire ad? Come with me, my loves, to the sea of love. I want to tell you. And we sent some options to Victoria to wear if she wants to go to the Sea of Love with us. It sounds like something Bobby Darin would have done, right? The ad before the live, but see, they're always different. What was the advertisement about? Because that'll tell us more about you. What was the ad about? Do you remember when we met? I can't forget that you were my pet. I want to tell you. Sexy Claire's there. I'm waiting for Victoria. Oh, it was about false lashes. You know, Google listens to everything you do in your house. So if you were talking to anyone about, doing your eyelashes or something, that's why the ad showed up. You know what ads show up for me? Guess. I guess it comes back from my days of searching for Monique and Unique, because I get ads for bathing suits. I sent Victoria a couple of photos of ones that I thought she might be interested in, but I don't know if I can put photos up here. Can you put photos up here? I don't think it works. Here's one. Let me see if it's possible. No. Well, go up there, mate. Come on, what's say? It's just a what? It won't work. Your mom was talking about, yes, of course. That's how it works. That's how it works. It's amazing. I can be in the other room talking about, I don't know, combustible engines. Nah, that wouldn't even be heard here. They probably call the police. Something's wrong. Someone kidnapped me. So it was probably something like, I don't know what it would be like with me. Who knows? Swimming pool furniture. That sounds stupid. And then I walk in and it appears. I even tested it one day. I talked about bizarre stuff for like a couple of hours. And I came in, turned the computer on, and there was that whatever the bizarre stuff was for sale. Where's Stacy? Oh, there's Stacy for life. It's Neve's birthday today. Let me see if I can pull up Happy Birthday, see if it's around here. I know it seems like an easy song to do, but Happy Birthday, I don't know if you've ever tried to sing it by yourself. It's one of those hard songs. Happy Together, that's the Turtles. Traditional Happy Birthday, let me see. I think it has a B, yes, it's got a B7th in it. Let's see. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Neve. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Neve, to you. Your mama, so cute. Your mama, so cute. Happy birthday to you. That's a happy birthday to Neve. The sweetie. How old is she today? How old? How old? How old? How old are you? Aw, she's sweet. 4 years old. Four years old. Yeah, I don't remember that. So Victoria's tested it too. Okay, that was about talking about the house and finding out what you were talking about, if who's listening. I stick my tongue out? Probably smack my lips. Practicing some terms. What online? If you're going to talk about things in private to Kathy, you should share it with the rest of the class. Do not interrupt my class like that, Mr. Striper. Now stand up and tell us what you're talking about. Do it now. teaching class? I can only imagine. Is it in your field? Or is it in a meadow far away? And what's the subject? This is our pause music. Even I get tired of it. All right. It's related to human growth and development. Are we talking about physical development or mental development? Growth and development. They're not the same. They're not synonymous, as I'm sure you will mention in your class. That's pretty cool. Maybe we should all enroll. Will you be teaching virtually? Or literally? Literally, you'll be teaching virtually. There's a lot of LYs in there. Whose birthday? Whose birthday? Oh, we know, Neves. I thought there was someone else sneaking in a birthday in here that I didn't find. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Both mental and physical studies. The class is called Human Growth and Development. Human. Oh, human. Like, yes, human. Like human. The entire of the species. Do you get free oh, it's at Miami-Dade, you said? So, well, that's good, Danny. We're proud of you. Hopefully, we'll be able to tune in. Well, if it mellows you out, Carrie did an excellent job in learning that because he is the coolest character I've seen. And Striper? We don't want to call him Sniper. Not around a college campus. We'll call him Striper. He is a cool cucumber too. He's very analytical and very introspective because that's what he studied. Me, I'm outrospective. Yes. Oh, Claire posted a funny conversation in the not suitable for work or for women. No, for women, yes. It's not suitable for women. It's not suitable for work. But no one's working now, so it's not suitable for home. It's not suitable for washing day. No, it's not suitable for whiskey. It's non-sufficient funds what? No. No such. Okay. It's on Discord. It's ironic. I'll read it for sure. Since, you know. at work. My work is relegated to pulling weeds. Oh, those weeds. And I saw the frogs that didn't make it through the heat. Hello, Dr. Carey. It's Dr. Carey. That's a good name of a show we could put Carey in. Dr. Carey. Dr. Carey and me. Having a conversation with Dr. Carey. I said, what is all that racket there, Carey? He says, oh, forgive me. It's my maintenance woman installing a new air conditioning system. And then we cut away to the lovely Kathy in full dress, lace and everything, collar and leash attached to the wall so she could still get at the air conditioner. It's quite clever. Vivid imagination over here on this side because, I've got, I don't even have Monique and Unique, and so it's just me and my surroundings. Oh, if the furniture could talk. Jennifer Kay is in the house. She snuck in through the bathroom window, as she is wont to do. That would be the master bath window because there are no windows in the guest bath. But then again, you all knew that. Hello to Miss Terry. I hope she's having a wonderful day. And what time does the family Jablonski get off to work today? Kind of like the Von Trapp family. Jennifer, are you going fishing this weekend? No, that's not a term, looking for men at a bar. Now, the bars are closed. We call that trolling anyway. That's a different kind of fishing. When you put the line out and the boat moves really slow along, that's trolling. And also, we used to say, if you're hanging the line out and you're at a bar, you're trolling too. So, it's just a matter of speaking. It's kind of like a play on words. What time do they get off? Whenever they want to, love. It's a very open. It's a school without walls. It's a hotel without walls. It's on one level, of course, and you need walls to hold them up the roof. But Whit. Whit is going back to work. Whit, we'll look forward to seeing you, and hopefully you'll have a little bit of energy for tomorrow night, I hope, dear. That'd be nice. You always post, you're always there. And someday we'll meet Carl on our Saturday night. Now the mystery for us for Saturday night is, and I dare you to try to get a word in edgewise, our lovely Kristen is going to recall her entire date for us. She could skip the part where she was torturing the man with us, but beyond that is what we're looking for. You'll definitely see you tomorrow. Oh, well, that sounds like something personal. No, not that kind of personal. Oh, it's a personal ad. Yes, that's right. It's a cloaked personal ad. Yay, Whit. We'll look forward to that. Remember, same time, same station for Saturday night. It's Skype. Really, Katie is going to be joining us on Saturday or now? Saturday. Man, we're starting to grow. The numbers are growing. Why, we'll be up to 15 before we know it. We'll have all kinds of women tuning in. Striper will be there too, with a grin. I'll come along and get the show started. We're having margaritas again. Oh, remember what happened last time? Or maybe you don't, that's a good thing. Kathy, 5 o'clock what? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. You know, I was strong. Whenever I try that song, it's such a awful attempt, but at 5 o'clock somewhere, remember that song? The one part I like about it is the chorus. And you know, it's a time of day to start drinking. I don't condone any early morning drinking unless it's on the other end, you know, early morning, like last night early morning, like 12:01, that's okay. But when you wake up in the morning, it's not the, well, if you wake up, you know, after you pass out at 12:01, maybe, yeah, I guess. We can make an excuse for anyone that wanted to drink, and there's plenty of reasons to do it in today's society. But I'm not thinking it's the most healthy thing to do. But, you know, it does have its perks. You can get all silly and stuff. You would think I'm drunk now, wouldn't you? Yes, of course. Poor things. Oh well. What shall we have to drink? Ouch. Something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Well, this whole lunch break is going all afternoon and half the night. Tomorrow morning I know there'll be a hell to pay. Well, that's alright. Half the day is over here. Jamaican vacation's gonna start right here. Phone so far, I can tell just sail away. Something like that. Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane, or I go insane. It's only 12:30, I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. So at least a little verse of it anyway. I don't care, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. That would be someone here's anthem, I believe. Who is that? Whose anthem is it? That's when you go to work. We're having margaritas. I'll save this for the judge. Jennifer will be. She's nibbling on sponge cake. Yeah, that's what she calls it. We're watching the sun bake. All you damn tourists, you're covered with oil. I'm strumming this 6 string right here on my front porch swing. I smell those shrimp, well, they're not beginning to boil. I'm waiting right here for Victoria. I want to see Kathy and Claire too. Whitney just left, and I know Jennifer and the rest will come too. Well, you know, I just do that off the top of my head. You know, I didn't write that down. So, you know, give me a break. All right, so that'll be fun. Hootenanny! I implore all of you to bring your own musical instruments, or whatever instruments you're playing with. I mean, mine plugs in too. It's just different. Yours has this drone to it. It goes like, I know. I think there's one around here too. 5 o'clock, you got to go to work. What was that about oil? Slipping and sliding. There's oil, tanning oil. What was that verse? The same oil. Oil. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know the reason I stay here all season. Nothing to show but this really hidden tattoo. But it's a real cutie, a collage of all you beauties. And how it got all over me, I haven't a clue. It's the biggest damn tattoo I've ever seen, y'all. Every one of your heads are perfectly placed. A couple are drooling, there are a couple that are a disgrace. But I don't know. Okay, that's enough. None are a disgrace, actually. Just what you're doing might be considered that in, you know, civilization. But since we are uncivilized, that's why it's all covered up. And why are you talking like that? Just because you're playing a song from the hillbilly era. And what was that about oil? Margaritas will be on the menu for Jennifer K and Katie with a K. Jennifer K and Katie with a K. All night and all day. Now you know that Kristen, she's not here yet, so maybe she eloped. Hey, Charlie. Maybe Kristen eloped. Maybe she's still in bed. I mean, hasn't awakened yet. You guys are dirty-minded. Or fictitiously minded. Okay, so Elizabeth has her pets. How are her pets doing? Victoria is still jonesing over the oil. Charlie's in town. Elizabeth's here. We'll see Whit tomorrow. Kathy at 5 o'clock. Kathy, you go in at 5 o'clock tomorrow? That means we'll have an entire show. What time do you get off? From work, Kathy. From work. I have to specify whenever I talk to you guys. Ah, good answer. gets you off? Work gets you off? No, she just... Did you say earlier that your plug is in, Joe Daddy? Oh no, I'm saying that. I didn't say that. I said that this can get plugged in, I think. No. No plugs in Joe Daddy, not even in his hair, nothing. I do like extensions, though. I think extensions would be good. I can have that kind of like, what is that called? Different colors. No. I am done around 10:45 today. You're at work now? What? 10:45 tonight. You go in at 5 p.m. and done at 10:45 p.m. I see, of course, because it was 10:45. It's already 11, so, you know, you missed the boat, Joe. I know it did. I was standing there at the dock, and the fucking boat pulled out without me. It's now or never. Okay, wait a minute. Who's calling me? Oh, Eric. I'm on the air. I sent him the usual, sorry, I can't talk right now. Oh, yes, that'll be wonderful, Claire. Have a great time, and make sure you take a photograph and send it to us. Please make a cameo tomorrow. And again, happy birthday to Neve, that beautiful little 4-year-old girl. Pretty as her mama. Kristen. You just came in when Victoria was going to sing this Adele song. That's right. Uh-huh. So, Kristen, on Saturday night, are you going to regale us with the events of your last Saturday evening after you left us? You left us hanging. So, will we be able to get all of the sordid details? Or are you still together? My neck hurts me. You will spill the tea tomorrow night. Speaking of spilling, you know what I'm saying? Spill the tea. Don't spoil the party too much too soon. Don't give away too much information, Kristen. You have to... there are people tuning in just to hear how your date went on Saturday night last week. Oh, I'm just chilling pretty much. I did some gardening earlier today, finished by 8:30 this morning. It is so hot. I made get in 9 holes, Kathy, um, this afternoon of golf. I was watching videos and I found this new teacher online, just watching his video, and his daughter is very young. Oh, very young. I think she's 19 or 20, and she is playing in the Canadian tour. She can hit that ball. She's just, she can hit the ball like 300 yards. I mean, like the guys. Whoa. So I was watching them. He was using her to demonstrate certain moves. He made a lot of sense. So I may go out and see if I can replicate some of his instruction. It's miserably hot, isn't it? I made the mistake of walking out the other day before the storms, and it was 105 heat index. I couldn't even make it halfway. I was feeling it. It's too hot. And then after the storms came through, it was 72 degrees, beautiful. But by that time, I'd already been damaged by the pre-storm walk. It's a beautiful day, Stacy, a beautiful day in corn huskers. Nebraska corn is growing fast. I know, I protect myself. Us middle-agers, you're a middle-ager. Yeah, I'm from the Middle Ages is what it is actually, so we didn't do much protection. Is your hole on that list? Bowls and holes. It is your favorite subject. She's a frisky one, isn't she? Carrie, how do you keep up with this woman? Well, the thing is, you're not called upon to do the same task every time. And if you have, a lift or hoist, that can usually keep them tied up for a couple hours. Hoists are good. Ahoy there, matey. Hoist her on over. Hand over fist. Pull her in. Hand over fist. Hand. You see? That's where that term comes from. It's an Old Navy term, by the way. Old Navy. Not the clothing store. The actual Navy. Her Majesty's. Whoever had it at the time. Yes, your favorite subject. Balls and holes. Never up, never in is what they say in golf. If the ball just goes right to the edge, it does not drop in the hole. Never up, never in is what we say. Well, never up, never in, mate. Pick it up, it's good. Why not? Yes. Never up, never in. Gently hold your shaft. Gently grip the shaft. Gently. As if you're cradling a little bird. You slowly, just slowly drop the club head on the ball. Drop the head on the ball. It's just enough to get it over the bit of tuft there in front of you and slide right into the hole. That's a tuft of grass, by the way. I know you were thinking it was something else. You have quite the dilemma. No, don't start by that now. Maybe if you ask us the question now, we can formulate an opinion, and tomorrow night we can give you our answers. And you can't put, I have quite a dilemma, and say, we'll talk about it tomorrow night. No. What's your dilemma, little girl? Is something itching you? If you need to see a doctor, show us a picture or two. We may have seen something like that somewhere before in one of those movies that we watch. Well, anyway. Yes, I saw you say that my hair looks like it would be fun to play with. Why? Oh, it's dry and it's, you know. Oh, it is fun to play with. Thank you. It's just, oh, excuse me for a minute. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Kathy. I guess that's good, or he didn't pay much attention to his hair today at all. Oh, not that sort of dilemma. Is it an emotional dilemma? Wispy? Well, wispy would, well, wispy always makes me think of thin. My hair's not thin at all. Wispy. But yes, the wind could blow it because it doesn't have any product in it. So, Kristen, dilemma? Yes, what? It's a dilemma. It's not a dilemma, is it? Oh no, that's the garden variety, emina, a dill, where you use a dill pickle, dilemma, right, forgot. Fluffy. Oh, that's me, I'm fluffy. Stacy, yes, you have to. It is an order. I sent you the link, didn't I? Send that to you? One of the girls will put it up right now. So then, please just send me a hello. Hello. Yeah, I use FaceTime. I use FaceTime as well. I use FaceTime when I talk to my son in the EU. We use FaceTime. But we can use any number of things. Yeah, you could use FaceTime, Stacy. Unfortunately, I don't think we would be there. Therein lies the rub, love. So you will, the rub, love. I think there's a song there, Rub Love. Oh, of course it is. I'll have to get on that one. I mean, Rub Love. Rub Love. Rub Love. Rub Love. Rub Love. Yeah. Spanish song. Striper, take it. Is the time to rub love? Is the time to rub love? Well, she's doing better. She's at her dad's. Oh, your daughter. Yeah. Yes, but is he checking her phone still? Oh, the apps came off her phone. Yes, the apps. I've got an app for rub love. I've got an app for rub love. An app for rub love. Spanish kisses. It's a Spanish kiss, and it goes like this. You're not drowning in fear. You're drowning because you're near. I don't know. It's just, bounces in my head and it rhymes. Okay, Spanish rub love version. Can you have a Spanish kiss without a French kiss? Yes, but no. Can you have a French kiss without a Spanish kiss? No, you can't. You gotta have one without the other. So, we know what Spanish kiss, we know what French kiss is. A Russian kiss is, oh, that's just fast. Russian. Get that? It's like, bye, Mom. For the close-knit group's ears. But remember, Kristen, anyone who comes to the live has been given the approval. So, even if you haven't talked to them. So at least the live will give you some sort of, or bye, Dad. Bye, Dad. Yeah, buy me this, Dad. Well, oh, bye, Dad. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad. One thing I always regret, because I grew up in a different era, is kissing my father. Only towards the end, when he was ill and was dying, I regret that. So my son, I see him, I grab him, I kiss him. It's just the way it should be. What the fuck? I mean, come on. Because I love him. And he's so tall now, I say, son, how you doing? How you doing? I kiss him on each cheek. Yeah, you'll be good, yeah? Don't mess around with the daughters in, on Staten Island. You gotta be careful. Be in the compound. But, yeah, so it's not strange for my son, because when he was a little boy, just like people do. That's what people do. But I grew up in an era when it was forbidden. Stupid. Boom, 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 boom. Can someone cook you breakfast? You're hungry. Six, 6'1", maybe 6'1", something like that. Look what they done to my boy. Now we sound alike. We sound alike. Our voices are similar. The music's different. Our voices are very much the same. I've mentioned this before. One time at band camp, I'm sitting here in my office and the phone rings. I see it's a Skype, it's unusual. So I take the call, it's just a call. Hey, how you doing? Good. So listen, what's going on this weekend? I don't know. What are you up to? Hey, we talked about this before. It was one of my son's college room friends, not roommates. They call him, and I said to him, and we go for like 5 minutes. Come on, Joe. We say, come on. We were going to go do this. We're going to do that. Yeah, we could still do that. It's just, something's come up. What? Right? I said, Rami, as his friend was calling from Israel. I said, you know who this is? Yeah, it's Joe. Yeah, but it's Joe Sr. Yeah, you're lying to me. Stop it. After I proved it. It's hilarious. That's pretty good. We both have that, deal going. How about a coffee from McDonald's? Who's doing that? Tacos for breakfast. I like tacos anytime, actually. Beef tacos. Or seafood tacos. Now you got me thinking, if I'm playing golf in the heat, I have to have peanut butter and jelly. I know it sounds a bit elementary, but sustenance and energy. So, my God, Angela and her cinnamon toast crunch. She loved that stuff. It's too sweet, man. Croissants. I love croissants. Oh. I like an everything bagel. Love that. Oh, and you put apple and an apple separately, right? Cream cheese and an apple. That's pretty good. That sounds good. Yum, Victoria. I like black and mahi tacos. Yes, I would like those too. No trouble at all. My sister who had daughters said, I don't know what you did, but your son is perfect. My son is very, very smart and very, he had some hiccups, but they were stupid little ones, girls in the house when his mother wasn't there. But, who could fault that? I mean, look who his father is. So, aside from that, it's good. It's great. Smart boy. Smart. And his wife. They are two brilliant youngsters, both 30. Well, my son will be 30. My daughter-in-law turned 30 in April, and my son will turn 30 on Bastille Day, as you all know. God, all of you girls love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I put cinnamon on my yogurt, sprinkle cinnamon on my yogurt. I take a 500 milligram tab of cinnamon every day. I might suggest that to put in your supplement little case because it will reduce. It will keep your sugar levels normal. And you know how you girls get a little fussy if you get hungry. I can remember Angela. I would say, she'd be go, I said, oh, let's get you something to eat. You must be hungry. I'm not hungry. Give her something to eat. Women are more like that than guys are. Although, if my sugar, I know I need to have something because it gets shaky, and I don't like to get in that condition. You like your cereal dry, don't you? Yachty's back. Hello, Yachty. Yes, it's a great day, July 14th. Thank you. His mom and I did a very good job, I think. And you know when we knew this, I had read a long time ago that you have 1 through 5 are the formative years through 5. Beyond that, much beyond that, forget it. You cannot start trying to discipline a child who's unruly when they're 15. What are you, crazy? They have to know early on what is right and what is wrong. It's simple. You don't have to start. You just have to let them know. Let them know, what you can and can't do. Yachty is back with a vengeance. Yes, I like things like, what do I like? I like to put my own sweetener or whatever I use. It'll be sugar, just a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. So, or I won't use any sugar at all. One like flakes, see whether they're brand or oat or wheat, whatever. I like to sweeten it myself. Sometimes I can sweeten it with fruit, right? Blueberries. I love Cheerios. And I like the Cheerios, and I love Cheerios and banana. Yes, I put those together. This is what I do. I'll take vanilla yogurt, put it in a little bowl. I'll cut fresh banana on it and sprinkle Cheerios over. Now, they're not the sweet kind of Cheerios. They're just, like wheat or oats or whatever they are. But and I like muffins too. But we're talking about, something different. There's a little bit of sweetness to them, yes. Griff is in the house. Griff is coming in pretty late this morning. She must have been a wild night again. Victoria, what happened? Did you say something at the same time? That Jinx deal, I never knew you couldn't. I mean, I guess that was something you were told that you would do. We would just say, Jinx, you owe me a Coke, is what the deal was. You owe me a. We didn't say you couldn't do anything till you mentioned the person's name again. It was like, 2 feet in bounds or something. I mean, I don't know what kind of rules you played by, but it's interesting. No, I already said Victoria. So, Griff, how are you today? Jinx. Yeah, I think that we could find the origins of that pretty easy. Just look it up and see, I guess. How are things up in Canada? Are we able to come in and leave? See, we like to go in there now. It's beautiful this time of year for a couple months, and then we'll want to leave. Cheerios. Hello for Hollywood. Yes, we like Hollywood. No, really, Hollywood is, 34th and, oh man, my hair does, I just noticed my hair looks kind of really stupid. Sorry, folks. Should have been more. And it's being lost in this woman's thigh up there. Well, if I had a dime for every time that happens, I'd probably have 20 cents. Hello, is it me you're looking for? All right. Okay, not really, but let me move you up here. I'm going to move you up on top of Joe's head, and then we're going to have a little window. If I miss something, please let me know. Oh, thank you. Kathy is coming strong with the compliments. Borders are still closed. It's hot as balls at the moment. Well, love, unless you really have balls like that. I mean, I don't know that you really, but it's hot as balls everywhere. There's a real warming going on in the entire globe. We call it something clever, global warming. That's what it is. The big ball is the Earth. Well, the bigger ball is the sun. You can only get so close to that. It's like Elvis. You could never get that close to Elvis. So, yes, it's global warming. Borders are still closed. Or a Florida summer. Yeah, we've already had some of that weather, huh, Kristen? Now, I might have to start playing indoor sports. If Mo and you would ever get here, I could start working on that production. I was having a conversation with Randy. Well, it might be Randy. He is a very funny man. We were having a conversation. I was telling him that, you know, everybody likes him. And I said, don't be a tease, stud. Come on, show up. People want to see you. Give them what they want. And made some other comments, which I said, what is it, Halloween? And he's laughing. So, but Randy's working right now. He's one of us that gets to work. He'll be tuning in tomorrow night, of course. Of course. I think I sent him a link for lights so he can have the lighting, you know, or some of the lighting that I have setting it up. Randy's daughter is doing better. She's doing better. I think it's recovery more now than anything. I'm not certain, but he'll tell us. She's a cute girl. What a shame. I mean, but she can get out of it. She can get out of it. I'm hoping that she will. I know it was stressing him out, as it would anyone. Yes, Friday night. One more wake up until Saturday. I had a very hard decision to make yesterday. My coworker asked me if Carrie and I had a threesome, would I pick another girl or guy? Wow, you have some very interesting conversations at work. Is this why you are fixing someone's plate? Why would, I don't know why that's, I mean, it sounds like you, Kathy, but certainly, because you're a fun-loving person. It sounds like Kristen. It sounds like everyone in the right context. But why would a coworker who knows both you and Carrie suggest something like that unless they had reason to believe it was a go? So that is an interesting question, and I'd like to know, actually, because it's just interesting, and I have no other topic to cover at this moment. It's always up to her. Whoever her is, Charlie, it's always up to her. But I don't think I would ask something like that. Well, but enough drinks, people do silly things. I mean, it's not my cup of tea. It's not my threesome on the course. It is not, sometimes we reach certain ages and we've done, so what can you imagine there's left to do? And you see a gator out there on the lake and you say, that might, no, I think I might not survive that one. Yeah. Me too, Kristen. One at a time, right? Girls. Yeah, she's doing better. One at a time. One is the loneliest number. Holy shit, really? This country is going nuts. I got my buddy's message. He sent me a text about something. Apparently they're expecting some protesting in other cities this weekend. And certain units are being put on call. As they were burning Minneapolis, this happened, let me just say something about that. In 1968, there were riots. You guys don't remember, you weren't born, most of you weren't, but I lived in them in Washington, D.C. The smoking city, and we were going out to the suburbs. They said, we got to get out of school. My school was on a hill in northeast Washington, D.C., and we could see smoke rising from downtown. And so we left, but it was very much, in the news and all of that, of course. Originally, the people that were protesting were destroying the entire inner city. And it took a while to build that back because businesses would not go back in because for fear that it's just, if something happened again, it would be burned down. Why people do that, and today it's less so, of course, like that, but there are outside instigators that are doing a lot of that stuff and burning. I mean, come on, that's terrible. But I was quite troubled by what the police chief said. No, we're going to let this play out and... What? I mean, it gets to a point where you have to kick some ass. I mean, the guy was murdered, as far as I'm concerned, wrongfully, and we all agree with that. And the people that do that should, justice should prevail. Doesn't say you should then carry a television set out of a store. Where does that happen? So it just doesn't make sense to me. I'll never understand that mentality. And some of the people that live in that area, their neighborhoods are being destroyed. And it's not by them. Outside people are doing it. So I think they would very much want to stop that. But I don't know, man.
man's inhumanity to man, it just gets worse and worse. And I wonder why some of the leadership of these individual states are just either trying to make a name for themselves or whatever. I mean, they're just doing whatever they want. So, yeah, that's the thing, man. That's very sad to me. Beautiful town, Minneapolis. I love being in Minneapolis. Oh, that's a great summer place, Minnesota. Lakes are beautiful. Women are healthy and gorgeous. Oh, just throw that in, you know. But the Swedish women, they're Swedish. So that's it, actually. Sorry to divert from this riveting conversation. She may be right, Griff, but the same things are going to happen everywhere if not put in check. See, the problem, I mean, I love our country. You know, the idea is that each state is kind of like a country into itself. But, for example, in other countries, like I guess like the UK, and you can correct me if I'm wrong with ever listening from there, but you have one essential rule, and that's just the way it is, and you have to abide by it. We like to give everyone, you know, let everyone do their thing. It's why in Florida you can carry a gun, yet in Washington, D.C. you go to jail, or New York you go to jail if you have one. It's crazy. You can't even have a registered weapon in New York, by the way. That's interesting. Nice sentiment there. Daniel, tell us my opinion about the. I don't, you know, I don't understand. I'll never understand it. But I don't understand the police just letting them get away with it. After the police chief said, "We will not stand for this. Look, we understand. We are all saddened by the man's death. We are. We realize what went wrong. That we'll take care of that." But the city lawyer, whatever, coming out with, "I'm not going to rush on this." And he shouldn't rush. But you don't have to say that. Just say your justice will prevail. You don't have to give them blow-by-blow description. See, some people cannot, when I was in the service, there's some people that could not digest some things that some of us would be privy to. That's why you had certain clearances, right? But they say these things to a mass group of people, assuming that every person there understands what you're saying. They don't. They don't. That's why in years gone by, not now, but years gone by, what we didn't know was better for us. Certainly when it comes to war and things, and you would not believe what happens then. But you see, you can't let people know certain things because it's war. And you get a bunch of protesters going and you tell them, well, justice will prevail, but I'm going to take my time. No. Just tell them it's going to prevail. I mean, come on, you got to understand some PR and how to do some things.
The police, man, those guys are going to jail. And the guy that had his knee on that man's neck, and the guys walking around doing nothing are just as guilty. And I don't care. Here's what I say. I don't care if they were subordinate to him. You say, let's grab him and get his ass off of him now. And then, I mean, it's being filmed. You'll end up being a hero. So stupid. My friend, the policeman, lieutenant, he just said one thing. They're going to jail. Jail will not be kind to them. Yes, they need to worry about their own officers. They do. And police, they are thick as thieves. I mean, and you can't blame them because they go to battle every day with one another. But you can't do stupid stuff. You can't. On a happy note, though, oh, well, that's good, Griff. It's always good. I personally don't think any more should be used on this country, but that's crazy. Whatever they do, they do. It's fine. I like what Mark Cuban says. I like Mark Cuban, by the way, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks. He's a smart guy. He's kind of like, he's no one party. He's just kind of like logical. He says if you're going to give a stimulus again, give it to people in the form of a debit card. If they use that $1,200 to pay a bill, to buy food, to do anything like that, it gets used up. You know it's getting in the system. At the end of 90 days, it expires, or whatever the time period, it expires. I actually think that's a good idea. Why not? Make it expire. Make them put it in the system. Of course you're eligible. You'd be eligible for it. I'm assuming if you're not eligible for it because, or you don't get it as a single because you're attached to the family, you're considered part of the family, and the family's wealth is more. I see, I get that. But as an individual, did you get the first stimulus? Or you are a dependent? That's right, Victoria. Well, I mean, you know, they have to draw the line somewhere, I guess. I don't know. Yes, you don't have to listen. You don't have to make much money at all to make. I mean, it's a lot of money to somebody if it's $120,000 in a family. If you make that, you don't get it. I mean, that's really not that much in a family these days, by the way, especially in the North. Yes, yeah, I wouldn't have gotten it either living in when I was in New York. But you know, retired. Yeah, stimulus. A nice fat check could get your juices flowing, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
You're in an awkward demographic right now, yes. Who's going to give you your new 45, darling? I was thinking about, I don't have a firearm in the house. I shouldn't say that online, but I mean, as far as you know. But I'm thinking about changing that whole deal. So, city just north of Miami called Hialeah. You have a great racetrack down there, or used to. Yeah, I am. You know, when do I have to go through school and everything for that? I mean, come on, I did all that. Yeah, but if someone breaks into your house and you use a gun that's not registered to you, there are two crimes committed, aren't there? Well, somebody breaking in, you stand your ground, and that's okay. No, but to have just to, yeah, I just, load, pull, shoot. I mean, I'm not going to go play with the gun. Okay, on Trump's birthday, I just recently heard this. They're asking us to just post pictures of Obama on all his social media networks. Why would you do that? Yes, it was. There you go. That's a fine weapon to have, I guess. Skewered. Oh, I don't know. I'm not an advocate of violence. You can own a gun and register it without getting a permit. So a registered weapon, I should look into that. So a registered weapon is just when you go and you buy and you get cleared and they sell it to you. I mean, I go down there and say, hey, here's the $500. I want this, boom, boom, boom. And then once you're cleared, well, they may send me back to school before I get cleared. So once you're cleared, you can then take your gun home and lock it up and buy bullets. Is that correct? So then here's my question to you, Kristen, live acreage. If I had a gun and I ran out of bullets. No. So if I had a gun and someone came in the house, the police, for whatever reason, I can't imagine, I don't know, but you never came in, they say, is this a gun? Do you have a permit for this? Would they say that, or would they say, is this registered? What would they say? To do a background check on me? I mean, I'm in the database, I was in, I'm a Vietnam type dude. Yeah, those are the ones you got to watch out for again. If you ever fired a gun and it felt good, you should go to Texas. Okay. Kristen Akers Live says, no, they would just ask if it's registered. She's saying registered. What's wrong with you? I can't quite get it out. Registered. It's registered. It's your country. Well, when did you come to work? I didn't see you earlier. You look nice today.
you have a date tonight? No, I'm not suggesting you don't look nice. Go back to work. Okay. But you know what, Griff? I got to tell you this. If someone came in your house, first of all, they shouldn't be in there. But you are so adorable. Your dimples alone make, oh, come on, we got to leave here. This girl is just too sweet. What did you see on your Instagram, Charlie? Smallest revolver, yeah. That's all you want. You want a Derringer, smaller than a Derringer on your keychain, so you know. You drop your keys in your car and that goes off, and I mean, it may not kill you, but it would not be pleasant. When I was in the service, listen to this. The people are stupid and shouldn't have guns. Sometimes, if I was petty officer of the watch, imagine Joe in his uniform and he's got a 45 on his hip walking around. What the hell are you doing here? What are you doing here? Why are you talking like that? This is not a Russian ship. Right, it isn't, thanks. So, okay, so that's what we do. Nothing happened, you know, really speak of when I was on watch as far as we know. But I was asleep in my bunk one day. It was on the weekend. And there's a guy in the ship's office talking to the yeoman there. He's just talking, and he's got his gun out, and he just looked at, well, man, I should just fire this right out there into the harbor, right through the porthole. Now, the porthole is here, right there. He's standing inside. There's a passageway right next to it, and this guy fires a gun, and it goes off. Those guns, by the way, those 45s, I mean, they are very powerful. And he got in a lot of trouble, went to the brig. What an idiot. Who would do that? You fire a firearm for one reason. One reason only. You keep that in mind, other than target practice, which is something else. And that's the only reason to fire a gun. Do not point at anyone unless you plan on using it. Large barrel, short light trigger. So you have a Glock. That's a semi-automatic weapon, isn't it? No, I never ran into Forrest Gump. Yeah, self-defense or practice. You're right. Why would you put Obama's picture up on Trump's birthday? That doesn't make sense to me. If you don't like him, why don't you just, not say anything? Tiny revolver. Is that like Tiny Dancer? So you can kind of put it in your G-string while you're prancing around the floor. No, I don't wear a G-string. It's called a J-string, I think, for us.
No, I don't need to carry in my vehicle. Hey, did you guys hear the story? It was maybe about 6 months ago. I may have talked about it then, and I've forgotten if I was trying to remember that song. Not song, I mean the story. The guy it wasn't far from where I live. A guy and his girlfriend are in a car. A guy cuts them off. Road rage ensues. People witness this. People witness it. So the guy and his girl are stopped here, right? Boom, light. People all around. This guy comes racing up. Windows are open. The girl looks over at the guy, and it looks like he was going for something. He was going to pull something out, right? So he goes like this, and the guy tells his girlfriend, sit back. Guy pulls his gun, boom, shoots the guy. Well, dead. No gun. No gun. Maybe he was faking it, whatever, right? Free and clear. Witnesses said this guy was approaching to make all kinds of moves, and they're making an aggressive move towards him, like he had a gun. The guy kills him, and stand your ground rules go into effect. I mean, it's really kind of weird, isn't it? Other states, you can't have a gun. So if he pulled out a gun, he could go to jail whether he pulled the trigger or not. In New York, remember the New York Giant, the wide receiver, had a gun. He went into a disco. These guys, these ball players, not all, I'm not even going to say athletes. Guy goes into a nightclub wearing sweatpants. Okay, I get that, I guess. We used to dress up when I was a kid going out, but hey, far be it from me to say sweatpants aren't cool. So he puts a revolver in the waistband of his sweatpants. And I don't know if he's boogieing or he's having a drink or whatever. The gun falls down his pants leg and out into the floor. Arrested. He goes away for a few years, I think. Plaxico Burress, was that the one, Striper? I mean, what are you thinking? If you are that damn important, you have to carry a gun, and you're wealthy or whatever you are, get a bodyguard. They are allowed to carry them. Have them stand over there just watching you. It's like these guys, sometimes, I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but some of these guys in these pro teams, and I love pro sports, football, huge fan, love those guys, what they do, but some of the boo-boos on these teams, and everyone has them, they are given free Uber. So if they go out and drink, there's no reason ever, ever, ever to not just, the guys will be there to drive you home. They still insist on getting into a vehicle drunk. They have everything to lose. I guess they just want to be like everyone else. Sad. Okay, that's enough. I think it's more people over on your coast want to do that, Charlie. A magazine catch is reversible. So, Kristen, where do you recommend? Send me. I'll Skype you. I want to know more about. I mean, I have Bruce, my friend Bruce. Of course, my friend Eric doesn't travel without one, but he's allowed to. I have friends who I've played golf with, and they're clean. So I've got balls in here. Somebody's reaching in. He just puts a gun out, pulls it. Hey, we're playing a friendly round here. People are funny. I was just never involved with crime, and I really don't. It doesn't really thrill me. A groovy movie, Forrest Gump. Interesting. I saw it one time. I like Robin Wright. No, that was a good movie. I like that movie. Um, The Bodyguard, Kevin Costner. Yeah, I'm not into violence either. I mean, just the magazine catch is reversible. You know, when we used to, you could a 45 has many. You can look it up. Many safety features. One of the scariest safety features, and they would demonstrate this. It used to scare the hell out of me. I wouldn't do it, but the instructor would. Have a loaded 45, and he'd hold it in his hand. If you compress the, I don't know if it's still still that way, so don't quote me on this because I don't know, and I don't want anybody to get hurt. Who would be that stupid to do it? But he put it against his hand, and the muzzle, I guess, retracted, and it prohibits you from pulling the trigger. I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, that was a long time ago, but I thought that was really, really freaky. Violence is only okay in appropriate situations. Okay, that's right. Good violence versus bad violence. For example, good violence. Saren. Saren plays a beautiful violin. Her violins are good. I would think Robin Wright is. She's very good. Very good. All you had to do was watch the first, I guess, two or three seasons of House of Cards. She played Kevin Spacey's wife, and Kevin Spacey is an amazing actor. Amazing actor. He's one of my favorites. You can watch movies that he does, and you can learn just from watching. Kevin Spacey, and also, who was it? Michael Caine. Whoa. I watch videos sometimes of those guys. Not films, just they have videos of techniques. All right, then. So I always think about this, Kristen. Suppose you, I mean, you have a Rottweiler. Any dog that you have with the threat, if danger comes in, he's going to be alerted and alarm you. But if you don't have an animal that gives you a heads up, I've often thought what people do, you see them in the movies, and I'm just, riffing here. They have them, a guy in a movie, you go down there, where's that gun, and there's somebody underneath the bed handing it to them, and they're supposed to be reaching on it. But in the heat of the moment, which is always taken into consideration, apparently. But if someone is invading your home, you get a pass there too. Where would you put it? Because guns, if you have children around, you do, Kristen. I mean, they're teenagers, but still children. I don't. I see people have stuff locked up, and then some people have the ammo separate from the. You have to go through a lot of different hoops to get to the point where you can do something. Or do you keep it locked up in a case, loaded? Or what if you're loaded? You stumble and say, oh, this is a cool gun. You know what I mean? Either you're loaded or the gun is. I'm not sure.
But I really think that the way things go, man, you can't blame people. I think in some of those states where their guns are not allowed, you start to wonder now when people are deported and yet they come back and commit a crime. Why would the citizens not be able to defend themselves? A right to bear arms, and forgetting the Constitution. Just forget that. Common sense. Someone might argue common sense would be no guns and no one gets killed. Yes, but bad guys always have guns. Doesn't matter what you do with them. If you were to make it illegal everywhere in the country, in the world, bad guys would have them. Just the way it is. It's just the way it is. I don't know how it should be, but it's craziness. I don't know why I got off on that. Oh, I know what it was. Cowboys and Indians we were talking about. When was Robin Wright in Wonder Woman? The Wonder Woman I met, unless Robin Wright did another movie, but they did a movie recently. You know, maybe there's a recent something that she did it, but I never heard that. Hmm. You know, I see. I see that she. I didn't know that she appeared. Oh, the movie. Was she a villain or something in that movie? Gal Gadot was. Then Chris Pine, Robin Wright was in it, so she must have obviously played. I did not see that. I've only seen the original Wonder Woman. I saw her in a grocery store. Actually, a high-end grocery store. I mentioned that the last time. Yeah. So Robin Wright was in it too. So, yeah, I'd only seen it with Linda Carter when I was a kid. And, but Robin Wright wasn't Wonder Woman, was she? No. That was a younger girl, the Gadot girl. Yeah. Robin Wright is in her 50s, has to be, right? Yeah. She wouldn't be playing Wonder Woman. Maybe she was Commissioner Gordon or something. No, that's Batman. '54, Robin Wright. Hey, her birth date is April. She's just like me. She's an Aries. I was born on the 12th. She was born on the 8th. I was born, 13 years before her. She was married to Sean Penn. I don't think she's married to him anymore, no. Yeah, she's married to, wow, that was over with in a hurry. Sean Penn for a long time. She's not married right now, but she's divorced 3 times. She's a looker. She really looked great in she was on Santa Barbara. Yeah.
She looked great in House of Cards. She's terrific, yeah. But I didn't like when Kevin Spacey got into the trouble and they booted him off the show. It was obvious they threw the end of it together. You could tell when writers just really are just jamming to get it done because all the cleverness was gone, everything was gone. Not Robin Wright's fault because she had a job and her job is to perform the script. So many times, and even happens to to fledgling actors like myself. So many times you will be labeled for what some director tells you to do. Someone wants you to do something. You're being paid to do it, so you do it. Because it does happen if you don't want to do something the way they want you to do it, they'll find someone who can. So, but that's always determined well ahead of time. For example, if you don't want to do any nude scenes, you got to know that ahead of time. If you don't want to do this, you don't want to work in the rain, you don't want to work in the smoke, you don't want to, all that has to be, they need to know that ahead of time because suddenly you can't put somebody in a room with animals that they don't want to be with, So, interesting business, that business. It's interesting. It is. Interesting. I had to take a phone call. Well, no, Joe's just, Yep, Linda Carter. Linda Carter was the original Wonder Woman's. I haven't seen a lot of movies. Some of them just don't. When you are used to the original, you saw the original, and people do remakes. I don't watch all remakes. I probably watch very few remakes of programs. I don't know. It's just a thing. No, I wouldn't watch the Wonder Woman movie. What year did it come out? And how old was I? To me, it seems like a kid's show. That's all. But I never saw it. Yeah, it was probably in the, obviously the 2000s at some point, right? I didn't know Robin Wright was in it, or maybe I'd watch it now because I really like her. Wonder Woman, Robin Wright. She was in the movie, but she was not Wonder Woman, correct? Or was she some fighter in there? Oh, she was this other person. When would this game? No, 2017? Oh, I definitely wouldn't go see that. That was way too late. I see her. Yeah, she's like a kick-ass person. She's very physical. She's a physical actor. This is an interesting comment someone wrote. Yeah. Mm. Oh, I see. She was probably a villain. Yeah. That's good. She was working. I'm glad she was working because I do like her, but I never saw the movie. I like to call it, let's see, pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, I don't care.
5 o'clock somewhere. Well, it's almost 12:30. I should always end with that one. I see the top of my hair. Looks like 70s. If I have this music, I'm cutting off like right from here down. Just go down to my forehead right before you get to my eyebrows. Weird. Okay, so that was fun. Oh, there's so much fun here. So we talked about firearms today. We talked about looting. We didn't talk specifically about looting, but we talked about it being ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, the CGI today is probably a lot better. For example, I don't have any desire to watch Top Gun again with all the CGI. I mean, they could sit there in a green screen and do the whole movie or something. I mean, it just is different. If there was a remake of what? Dr. Zhivago, I don't think I'd watch it. Some things are just best left alone. And are you talking about during the day, Victoria, or are you talking about the live? I mean, this is live, but the U live too. She played Antiope. Is that it? Antiope? She could do the remake of Barney Miller and play Aunt B. Oh, Andy. For example, here's another example of what I do not watch. I love the movie Taken, the original. The TV show and any subsequent film, 2 or 3, I never watched. The premise is completely insane. The premise is insane. The live. It's alive. The live is on at 7 p.m. and you always show up around 10. No, there was not a live last night. Was there? No. I wasn't doing it anyway. We did not have a stream last night. You would have been notified. For 2 seconds, I thought about it. One of those music things, you know, after a few beers, and I said, no, I better not. Let's just go to sleep. Kathy, what's even now? Well, Kristen, you have a lot of splaining to do, Lucy. Lucy, I'm home. You have some splaining to do. We want to hear all about your date. We want to know how your man, last week, the man, how he, we know he thought you were crazy talking to us. And it was very nice of you to include us in your date for a few minutes there. Of course, most people here were commenting they wanted to be on the date later, after you had something to eat and you went back to your place. But that's just most of this, you know, the degenerates here, you know. That's what we want. I mean, they want. So you'll fill us in on all of that, I know, later. It didn't happen last night. You must have been watching a recording. Why, do we have likes? No likes? Oh, no likes? I don't know. I can't see that. I have to pull up something else to check that out. I didn't want to move away from that video about golf. Ricky Gervais. Now he's a fake. Oh, look, you gotta like. Look at Bo. Such a cute picture. That's a cute picture of a little bull. A little bull. She's the Beau Brummel. You're Chalanel. Why does this come up twice? I don't know. Why 4 likes and 5 dislikes? What the hell? Who's putting dislikes up there? What the hell's wrong with these people? 5, huh? Yeah, well. At least 5 people didn't like it. At least they thought enough of it to say they didn't like it. Maybe they didn't like my politicizing. Not politicizing, really, my opinion of. Half past 12 somewhere. All right. Hey, everyone. Now it's time to say goodbye to all of our company. Yes, it's 6 Central. East Coast time, it's 7. 5 to 5 likes and 5 dislikes. Well, I forgot to click it, so I can do that too. There's strength in numbers, but we don't have that many numbers. Although I'm happy when people stop in who are doing work and other things, like Whit, for example. Claire had a birthday party to preside over. I mean, we all have things. And because I have something, I'm going to leave now. See you guys tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. with bells on. Thanks for being here. Joe Daddy's leaving us. I'll try and be here tomorrow night. Bye, y'all. See you tomorrow. M-I-C, see you real soon. K-E-Y-Y, because we love you. They say like. Your intern was super late. Oh, your internship. Yes. Yes, and we'll see you tomorrow, Victoria Charlie. We'll see you tomorrow. No, we don't have a lot to talk about, Charlie. I'm very busy too. Yeah, well, we'll catch up soon. Do you know, you don't know this, but I have like a list of people that I owe private conversations to. So I'll see you on the live before there'll be a private, believe me. Okay, everyone, please have a wonderful day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, lots of water. Lots of water, you're right. And don't forget, I have to talk to you about handguns, so we'll chat soon. See you all.